Do it.
Is that what I think it is?
Not red, but it's
The Red
supposed to be
Hood?
red.
You got the Red Hood going? He's like, the mass pandemic ain't over yet. What is that?
I stole my meat.
El Leon.
Mighty lion.
One punch. I mean, his name is King. My bad. Wrong one. Lion King. Hello, guys, and welcome to Around the Marvel World podcast. I am the zombie, and that man right there is the Hitman.
Hitman.
And today we're doing episode 2 of Loki.
Loki, episode 2, babies. What did everybody think? What did you think,
I think it was it's progressing. It was like more meat on the bone on this one, you know.
Wait. Hold up. Hold up. I was right. I was right. I was right. I was right.
Look at it again. The little flashing thing.
I mean, honestly, we need a sign. I need to print a sign. I'm gonna print a sign. Because, like, all right, so far, 2.
Our
I
conversation.
mean, really.
Our conversation, dude.
Really.
I can't wait to post it. And then you spot on whatever you're doing. That's why I decided this is yo show. So guys, you're in for a treat.
You know, this is. I mean, this is a show about the god of mischief, the chaos. You follow his lead. You know,
Yeah.
let's walk a mile in his whatever he wears. I don't know, loafers. They're Crocs. He seems like a Crocs guy.
He walking around with
All
Crocs.
right. Ah, brother, I see you've got some new footwear.
What are those holes?
Yeah, Crocs. I like him. Nice.
Then you wearing the little gator shirt.
Man, dude, he's got such like I don't know what it is, but he has like such like big dad energy now. Like you know, like he's like a little family guy now. Like, of course, he's not like tied down. You can't see him, but he's a lot more grounded this time around. And of course, that's what they're going for. And I really hope, um, the way that they're going with it, I hope that they're able to establish his character as something more than just like a plot device, like he has been. Um, I hope that he's able to find direction from all this. I've learned after 2 other series to not get my expectations too high, uh, as far as character development and stuff like Bucky and Sam. That went exactly where we wanted it to go. We thought it would, but it wasn't like leaps and bounds. You know, it's like, all right, here's generic terrorist, and you know she dies, and like, all right, well,
It's like
that happened.
it's a buddy comedy type of thing, you know, like usually a bad guy
Yeah,
and
and
good guy and they're homies now.
it was great for what it was. But this one, I mean, I always want to have the hopes up. All right,
But now you got
so
Owen Wilson, then you got Loki, so they freaking Morpheus and Loki.
Owen Wilson. I think it's gonna end with him on a jet ski going, wow. I think both of them are gonna be on jet skis.
Like the one is gonna be riding the big banana like in Cancun.
So we got Lady Loki, Lady Don't Call Me Loki from this one.
Please don't call me Loki.
Don't call me.
Don't call me Loki.
So the episode, it went a totally different direction than I thought it would. It was very, very interesting. We finally got to see him go out into the field. And we got to see a lot of the behind the scenes, a lot of misdirection, a lot of cameos, a lot of fun stuff happening in this one. We got to see new Loki's powers and some of the stuff she can do. Where she went in and we saw she did that where she took out all the teeth. And we got to see the timekeepers. We got to see a cartoon drawing of them.
She kind
Uh,
of did
and,
a Wanda before she was good when she went and whispered and something touched that it wasn't number 21's head and she went into that body.
no, that's a okay. That was never a power that was established as a Loki thing. So maybe she's got some new gems, or maybe it's just something Loki was like, I can do it, but like,
She never
you don't
got
have
it.
to see me do it. Or she, no, no, okay, that actually no, that was a Loki thing because she did that in Avengers, where he was like, all right, you do what I want with his little, but he did it with the staff. It
I
wasn't
did
even
with
like
that,
his thing.
but I feel like with this
Um,
one, like she throws her.
so he was harnessing the Mind Stone. This chick is just like, well, I got the pointies. She also did a transfer of consciousness, which was never a thing that was established. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Um, it is it's pretty cool.
So like you said, like who knows if that's actually real low key, you know, or she's probably just borrowing that body for right now until he finds a better body.
Exactly. He's a shapeshifter, so why would he need to do the transfer of consciousness silliness anyway? Didn't see her shapeshift ever.
It reminds me of Captain Ginyu. Change now. The beam comes out. Okay. Like I got stuck with a frog.
Now I'm stuck in this toad body. Ah, sucks. Wanted to be the chick with the knockers.
Like I'm gonna do my power level.
Hate you, Kakarot. Ah, what's this frog's power level?
Below one.
Excellent.
That's funny, man.
You ever die? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he did die because he came out
By
as
the way,
super. Yes.
all right. Well, because I'm watching the Team 4-Star. It's called HFIL.
Oh,
It's Home for Infinite Losers. It's so good, man. This freaking cell goes to hell. Like it's just like his life in hell. It's just great.
and he has
And
his
like
as Radis.
the Guinea Force is there, but no. Yeah, he lives next. Oh, you watched it too?
I just
Next
catch
door
the first
neighbor is
episode.
Reddit.
He did another one.
He's like, I got killed by the Super Saiyan. It's so dope, yeah. But there's no Captain Guinea. Anyway, back to this. So, Lady Loki, chick's got blonde hair, short blonde hair. That's not Lady Loki. Not in the comics. Not in the transitions. Whatever. I'm gonna say Enchantress. Um, then we're going with the little touchy power. Do what I want. Who else had that? The other magic user. What's her face? Um, I'm great with names here. The neighbor.
Yeah.
The neighbor from WandaVision. He did that too.
Agatha.
Yeah, the Bruja.
Yeah, Brujaha.
Um, so it's kind of hinting that maybe that she has magic powers as well. It's not same power as Loki. We haven't seen her use her power in TVA universe, but we saw somebody in the TVA who was a Loki. I don't think it was the same. I don't think it was Lady Loki because we saw somebody else setting the charges at the same time. Lady Loki was in the future in
I mean, there's
50 Apocalypse.
Yes.
I'm thinking there's more. So what I'm hoping will happen from this
An army.
Is that be able to see all the. Remember when they were like, "Oh, there's been so many variants." Like, okay, we already saw that they tracked down all these variants already.
Yes.
The interesting thing is that these variants have all been Lokis, and they mentioned that there have been others that have not been Lokis, but for a lot of Lokis variants. I think he plays an integral role in whatever the timekeepers are trying to do. Differs from just maintaining things. I think they're up to some shiz. I think it's actually Kang, but we'll get to that. I'm hoping that we'll get to see some more of those Loki variants. I mean, there was a freaking Hulk Loki. That thing was cool. Did you see that?
The little green one, the little.
Like, look at all the Lokis. Yeah. So there was a Hulk Loki. There was a athlete Loki.
Oh,
Won the World Cup in France.
there's a James Bond
Um,
Loki.
yeah, I mean it's cool. Like it hints that there will be more. Um, but that plays into my other theory with there being multiples working together with the Lady Loki thing. I don't think their goal is necessarily the destruction of the TVA. Loki said his was. I don't think his is either. I think he just sees that power and he wants to use it, manipulate things. I want to see him redeem himself, but not too much.
Yeah, because
I don't want to Vegetify him. I don't want to be like, oh, look at me, I wear the bad man shirt, but I'm not bad. Oh, like he's cool when he's a good guy. Let him anti-hero though. Let him
let him
have
walk
some
the
mess up.
threshold line. Let him walk that line. And that's all. Like when you like you said, yeah, it's like, hey, help me. We could take down the TVA together and we could rule. Shoot, like I don't want that. I want something else.
Then we go 80s cartoon and we look at the TVA, the timekeepers. We see. I know everyone's already speculated it, so it's not that big of a revelation. Um, the middle one looks an awful lot like Kang the Conqueror, who to be confused with Krang from Ninja Turtles. You remember Krang?
Very.
Hello, Master
I
Shredder.
was like right here.
He was so freaking Master Shredder. I will stop them.
Like freaking what's it called? Meatwad from
The
Aqua Teen Hunger
he
Force.
kind of like he's choking every other word. Like he's we're talking about and he has a freaking Agnew.
The giant robot thing. With a little cone head.
Oh, yeah, I hate how they changed him, man. I like the big derpy dude. Um, freaking Richard Nixon's body. um,
Futurama.
anyway, King. Yeah, hell yeah. King is the big baddie already announced for what the shit is it? The freaking quantum world, Quantumanium, the Ant-Man, the new Ant-Man
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Um, yeah, so he's already going to be a thing, and that'll be cool, and that'll like pave the way for more. I'm fine with that just being the thing. Maybe we're all way off the mark with that, but he does look a lot like him, and it would make a lot of sense for the TVA to exist in the quantum realm because time is different
Yeah,
there, right?
they even said
When
it.
Scott was in there, it felt like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like 5 minutes in the quantum realm is what's it? 5 years. I mean, 5 years out here is 5 minutes in the quantum realm. So
Yeah, he must work there. I mean, 5 minutes of work is like 5 years in a row. Is that backwards?
something like that.
Yeah, it's backwards. No, time works differently there. That's all I know. Like, if I had an hour left to live, I would spend it at work.
I spent
Feel like forever.
ain't that the truth?
Uh, oh, I mean, there's already so much to infer, and like I said, I've learned trial and error the last couple shows that having too much expectation and too many crazy theories, it's usually the simplest thing. So,
We create more variants of our own thought.
yeah, like there will be ramifications from everything so far, but shows generally wrap themselves up.
When Mobius told Loki to go because he left him in the library, he's trying to get information on
Mobius.
Owen Wilson. What's his name? Is it Mobius? Morian?
Yeah, it's Mobius.
Okay.
Hey, Loki, let's go for a walk. He's like,
Loki.
geez, I love the whole like it's not gotten old to me yet with the I know it's not going to exist anymore with the whole Loki trap doing office work thing. It's freaking, it's adorable. And he's like, oh, I got to read the papers. And then someone shushed me. And he's like, it's funny. So he does that, and then he gains all the knowledges. He learns,
He's trying to get
and
the
he picks up. He does what he's paid to do.
he wanted to get
It's
the
like,
yeah.
what about apocalypses? What about the end of the worlds? Um, so then he goes to Pompeii, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna kick the hornet's nest on this one. I'm gonna stir some ish up."
The sheeps.
And he's like, "Hey, you're all gonna die. We're from the future, and it seems future, right?
Yeah.
Future." So, and everyone panics, and he's like, "Look, doesn't matter. I could have thrown Hulk off the Rainbow Bridge."
It wouldn't matter. Because he
Um,
saw that he got the idea because when he went to the library thing, he rings the bell. It's like he was trying to get information on the time guardians or whatever, but they're all classified. So I'm like, all right, what could I see? And then he finds the paperwork on Asgard. I thought he was crying for a minute, but he's like, yeah, he came to a realization. He's like, wait a second, hey, end of the world type of things.
oh, so far we've established Mobius has been nothing but truthful to Loki. I mean, as far as we know, right? Everything he said has been true. He's like, hey, look, um, variated from your life. This is what will happen in your life. If you had not strayed from your timeline. And, he shoots straight with him. He's this is how things work. Blah blah blah. Also, I'm jumping off track here.
All right.
The Infinity Stone's not working. It would make sense why
His power
the
was
man was not snapped because he was in the quantum realm. That's according to theory.
yeah, because
But anyway, Mobius has been seemingly truthful so far. So then he says, check it out. Wow. I'm going to be able to meet with the timekeepers. Like nothing supports that, so it seems like a crock. But Loki, who says he wants to meet them and take over, we see that maybe he's not complacent, he's not compliant. He does whatever the hell he wants. Well, maybe that's not necessarily his goal.
yes.
Maybe that's just something he said to try to get the other Loki to work. Superior Loki.
Ooh. Like he
Like
wanted. He was trying to pull that move on Mobius when they went to go see what happened to the other team. He's like, "Go outside, it's a trap." And then he's like, "Oh, you almost got me there." He's like, "Oh, let's go back." let's hit the
sorry, I was just by inside.
let's hit the time charges. Let's get out of here. But yeah, man.
Do you have any ideas on what might happen?
I feel like Mobius gonna let this Loki live his own little timeline. He's not gonna be erased. He's gonna make them live, and then probably he's gonna team up with like the new three Spider-Mans later on down the road. See, I could play onto that because it's a multiverse of madness, or either that it just bakes,
Multiverse of madness.
or it just bakes in Doctor Strange and WandaVision, and everything falls on top of each other. You saw what happened like towards the end, like she sets those charges and they get teleported like a little, what's it
Yeah,
called?
she branched off the timeline by erasing events from the main one. It
Yeah,
seemed like, right?
it's gonna create
He,
more chaos.
yeah. Um, but is it really chaos, or is it that she's saving all the other multiverses by allowing them to exist?
We should probably live through one.
Because, I mean, the way it seems thus far is that timekeepers, maybe not plural, maybe just one, just want to maintain the one timeline.
Yeah.
Back in the day, which is weird because there is no back in the day, right? It's time is different here.
Wait, yeah.
There was the war, the multiverse war. So it seems like maybe they're just trying to condense everything to avoid wars of the other multiverses. So they're just not even allowing them to exist.
Can you imagine they showed the zombie one?
That's going to be a what if.
Marvel Zombie.
It would be cool if they alluded to it. Yeah. Oh, you could be in it. The zombie.
I'm ready.
Do your best zombie right now. Go ahead.
We got stickers. No.
So I saw the dead look in your eyes. True, you're either a zombie or a parent.
We're gonna. Let me get a little mascara right here. Hold on.
Right.
Brains.
When I made games, I did the audio. Like zombie bite was just me biting into it like a juicy apple. It's
That's tight.
like, oh, he got me. Oh no, he's eating my corn.
Take a bite out of your hand.
Uh, I mean, that's my theory. Is I think they're gonna, but this isn't necessarily a theory. This isn't something I'm assuming will happen. But I just like to think, going on that a train of thought with time not existing the same way there, that maybe the multiverse war happened and hasn't yet happened.
Trying to go back to correct it before it happened.
Um, or
What a twist!
that maybe they anticipated that actually happening and they're saying that it happened. They're really just trying to avoid it. But they're Lokis or enchantresses or whatever the hell they are they think that they're just stifling the multiverses and they're trying to save them or free them, whatever. I don't know. It's just a theory.
Yeah,
maybe.
that'd be funny. You see, what's his name? Doc Brown and the guy from Back to the Future show up. Great Scott! What is going on?
Oh, geez, Doc. What do we do now? Gotta get out of here.
The kids, Marty, the kids.
Morty, we gotta go, Morty. Oh, geez, Rick.
We gotta.
But that would be really cool because then there's the Beyonder, which they showed very briefly, who was the all right, I don't know very much. He just seems really cool. And he has his sword from freaking Null, and that shit was amazing. Then I also liked when Jim Halpert, John Krasinski came out and was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Reed Richards." It's kind of cool. I'm excited about that. It looks good. I mean, of course, Fantastic Four.
What?
Fantastic Fourth time's a charm.
I know, right? Give it a shot, Mark.
We don't have ego B Jordan on this one.
Flipping porch.
We'll see where that goes. You know what I think would be cool is if Kang reveals himself at the end of the show. Like, what up, okay? He's like, I'm here for Thanksgiving. Like, and then he just kills the Eternals. The Eternals are already a movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then he announces himself, and then at the end of the Eternals movie, he kills him. I don't know. I doubt that would happen. It would be cool, like like he would like show himself up as a badass mother, and it would like would subvert expectations. We'd be like, holy dude, did all these Eternals just murder
Die.
every single one?
It
They
was
all got
like
bodied.
thanks for coming type of thing, like thanks for
I think it would be cool shit. I think this would be a nice way to build it up. That
bring,
like
bring the old
guy has
Avengers.
control of the timeline.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff like we all saw the show. If you're watching this, you saw the show. Don't tell me you didn't. And if you didn't, like, all right, you're dumb. I'm sorry. Like spoilers. We can talk about it. You know, it's I don't need to tell you. You saw it.
Yeah,
That's
there's
funny.
Easter eggs
First of
everywhere.
all, first of all, you haven't seen episode 3 yet, but um, the director was like, I want to make absolutely certain that everybody for they were like, oh, the gender fluid thing. Yeah, we saw where that went. That made sense. I want to make certain that everybody knows that Loki is bisexual.
No,
It's like fantastic, Loki.
why does Disney always gotta
Very happy.
be behind a little plot twist, man? Like
The
always
agenda,
person,
maybe,
you
maybe.
know?
I think again,
Look at that! Look at
I
the
think
new
again, they're just trying to.
look at the new Pixar movie,
All right,
Luca. They're supposed to be two gay little boys.
they didn't really do anything with it. It wasn't like gay, but
I mean,
anyway, no wonder they call it Bifrost. What I mean, yeah.
in the Rainbow Bridge. Hey, oh. Hey, the Loki said,
I was born in
I'm gonna push
Bifrost.
Hulk off the Rainbow Bridge. So whatever
Would you
that
like to know about Bifrost? Perhaps you're curious.
little.
Yeah. I don't know. But and if anything, he's pansexual, right? Because he changes to whatever the hell he wants to be.
Eyes as
Then he
werewolf.
acclimates to it. All right. He openly admitted. Oh, did you see? It's a full moon. This is when werewolves come out. And the wolf comes out and he's like, "Oh, I'm gay," and everyone's like, "Oh, great."
Another one. Half the cast
Um,
of freaking Underworld is freaking came out came out in the full moon. Oh Lord.
uh,
There's nothing wrong with it.
um,
We're just trying to say that
he's pansexual.
you guys
Okay, he's pansexual. He has intercourse with kitchenware.
stick. Yeah.
Pansexual. Frying pans, slow cookers. You don't care.
It's a bobby pin. It's fine.
Yeah, he likes all types of pans, but he changes to whatever. Then that's his sexuality. But I guess I don't remember this because why would I? But he it apparently said that he likes men and women. I mean, like that cool. Let him find his happiness. Live your truth, dude. But and like thus far, it hasn't mattered because hasn't had any interest whatsoever.
There's no love interest on
Maybe
Netflix.
they'll flesh him out as a character. I mean, that at least gives me hope that they'll flesh him out as a character.
Like,
Isn't to say that he hasn't been. He's shown dimension.
no, I'm saying like he doesn't have a love interest in nobody. You know, at least Thor had a love interest, but then he got what he said like, oh, we broke up or something like that. We just have to go see different people.
But now she's gonna be Lady Thor. Doesn't
Oh.
matter. Can be Thorilla. You think she'll talk like this?
Imagine. I am the queen of Asgard. It's just to be like Wonder Woman.
Hey, Lady Thor, how come your the hilt of your Mjolnir is a dildo? Wait a minute. How come when you call Mjolnir to you, you don't hold out your hand?
You're like, what? Like wrong one. Shit.
It's like,
Where is it? Oh. It gets like there's like different colors. Man, stop it.
I swear to God. See, this is what I mean about the following the easiest thread. Don't project too much. Don't insinuate too much. I swear to God, if they are just showing the Lady Loki so that they can have a Lady Loki to Lady Thor, I'm gonna shit bricks.
Ain't that the truth?
There's gonna be a bee in my bonnet over this. I'm gonna be very, very cross.
He's gonna get up like, man.
Yes, I'll go to I'll go to Asgard and demand retribution.
Demand my money back. I wasted money.
Sir,
Take it. Give me my money back.
please don't be pandering. Please don't. Don't Ghostbuster this shit.
They gotta please everybody, man. It's not cool.
I mean, look, if she showed up organically, don't shoehorn her in. They freaking shoehorn the female empowerment scene in Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. And that shit didn't get nowhere either. They got
Like, if it happened organically, that's awesome. But they were like, "All right, ladies, come on, gather around. Oh, come on."
ready,
I was
go.
just like, "Ah!" Everybody in the theater just groaned.
It's that.
You know what? Look, if it inspired anybody, like, wonderful.
Yes.
It was pandery as shit. I mean, come on. Like, really, like, give yourself a little more. You're smarter than that, right? Like, know that the female Avengers and all the female heroes were there fighting that. You didn't need to see them line up to know they existed.
They're missing a squirrel
Stupid.
girl. Squirrel girl.
Anyway, I hope we see Loki start to find himself and start to find direction. Like Coulson said in the original Avengers movie, right after he got capped. No, he didn't become Captain America. That's not what I mean. Wasn't lied to. I don't mean no cap in my rap. I mean, he got shot with a gun. Loki shot him. Everyone knows. He had his bloody baseball cards. Big sad. He said that conviction. And it's true, man. Loki lacked conviction. He was just a lackey. Loki the lackey.
Look like.
And he finally found his purpose at the very end when he went to stab Thanos. And it was like, well, it's a losing battle. But even then, he inspired the Avengers or was motivated to get off his fat butt.
And do something. Went for the head.
And then he saw that and he was like, wow, I could really be a force for good. He's still a mischievous little weasel. So. You can't change his stripes entirely.
Even when he was trying to be good, he was still trying to accept or. It's like you know, you gotta play the what's it called? Like, oh, I need help, guy. He's like, why do I gotta get the one being shocked?
I'm waiting to see when Taika Waititi shows up.
The
Korg.
Yeah. Be awesome, bro.
I say we start a revolution.
That I heard something.
It's me.
Oh, okay.
There's been a lot of. I think that's.
There's been a lot of spooky things happening lately. Yeah. Unfair. Or you guys want to hear what it was? What? All right, not to detour, but you know the little machine things that could create white noise type of thing for babies, for them to sleep. I don't know why you would like to sleep with something like that. I can just imagine something just reaching for you in the back.
I turn on.
Yeah.
I play in Zelda's Lullaby. There's like a 10-hour clip. I put that in his crib.
Hey yo.
And it's just 10 hours of that. And it just knocks him right out. Knocks me out too.
Would probably put me out too. So with that white noise thing, I was like, all right, you know how you people use it to summon spirit. I mean, to talk to spirits, whatever. So we're at baby, bye bye baby. And I was like, all right, let me, I was gonna bring out my phone and be dumb like I used to, but I'm like, nah, you know what? Never mind. I don't want that to happen. So we're on our way. They're like, we got what we needed, so we're on our way to Target. And all of a sudden, I was backing up. I have a backup camera on the Mazda, and then and all of a sudden, I hear like big loud like three knocking on the back. I'm like, I thought I was gonna hit, like I hit somebody, or they're like, what's going on? But it was like loud, like really loud. And I'm looking and looking around. There was nobody there. So Kathy, the person next to me, I was like, hey, did you hear that? It's like, yeah. Like I thought I was the one who heard it. So anyway, so we ignore that. And then on the way back, she felt like somebody touched her on top of her head. Like, what do you did that? I was like, what do you mean? It's like I didn't like I felt something touch me. I was like, it was me. Anyways, fast forward, we're offloading the things, trying to get in. That she goes in, she opens the door, and then I try to. Then she leaves the door open, and I'm over here carrying a big box. I went for the door to open. The door was not moving. I'm putting like full force, jiggling the handle and everything. And I'm like, hey, like I told her, why you close the doors? Like I didn't close the doors. She just comes, she just pulls it open. I was
Like, geez, Scoob was probably a ghost.
and then and
Uh,
lately, my
bit into a burger the other day, and I was like, dude, why is this spicy? Like, I was like, those are ghost peppers. Continue on.
and then my son he said that he was seeing someone across the hallway. So I was like, great. And there was nobody there. So I don't know what the
Oh man, isn't it? That's what gets you is when the kids are like, "Oh, I
yeah.
see," because you're like, "What? What do you see with your little eyes? Like,
I want to.
what are you using? What power do you have?"
Yeah, he said
It's
like
always the way it is, right? Because they're more receptive to that type of thing,
yeah because they don't know
whether
what's
that type of thing is real or not.
yeah whatever the hell that is. He said he was seeing someone down the hallway. He was scared to go down there. I was like, oh heck no, man. So I mean, safe test plays, but we've been lately been experiencing that. Loki, leave us alone. You time variant. Back to
Yes, it's a, you get reset right now.
oh right. Like wait no.
With how slow that little reset line, like how long would it take to reset the entire universe? I mean, come on.
Someone comes.
They ain't probably expanding farther faster than that.
And also, how come they didn't come? They step in when Thanos trying to erase the whole world. Did they? They didn't get erased, did they? Because they're in different. What the hell they are? Universe, different time portal.
TVA?
Yeah.
Again, first of all, they said that everything was supposed to happen like that. So they wouldn't have wanted to interfere. And second, they were in the quantum realm.
You're right.
Wouldn't have.
Pimple
Right,
on
Infinity Stones have no power there.
Thor. Then Thanos had no reach
Too busy growing Kiwana melons.
in the Philippines.
Ripping his anus for the Ant-Man theory. And should have done like at least like an alternate scene with that. I mean, come on.
I know, right?
And man's like, this is my time to shine.
He goes in, he goes, bah!
I'm gonna make your brown eye blue with this one. Awesome like a grape.
Can you imagine that?
Thanos, the Thanos theory.
Fatality.
Oh, man. They would have some wild fatalities.
I would see that.
And then they would come out and say Thanos is also bisexual. Well, okay then.
Why do you think he had all those fruits around him?
Everything requires balance.
Huh? Like I'm like, why do you think he has all those fruits around?
I don't often equate fun with ritual preparation, but it does put a smile on my face.
Oh, what? Oh man. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Enough with the.
So do we have any closing thoughts? Any expectations?
It looked like they ended up like they're gonna team up with each other because Loki Junior jumped. She went through the portal, and then the rest of the TVA were
Left it
chasing.
open.
They left it open. He's like, with them or with them, with her, with him. He's like, Loki, wait. They have the little thing on him. I thought you would have think they would have the collar on him or something. You know, keep him out of.
No, you think they? Yeah, that's true. The little blippy.
Where are you going?
Then again, I think. I mean, Lady Loki had. I mean, Randy. Sorry, I keep calling her Lady. It's Randy. Call me Randy.
Randy.
If you call her Randy Boner, what is it? Boner? Oh,
Yeah.
Off Boner.
Wait, the same name as
he had.
Silver?
His name was Ralph.
Oh. This thing
she had Randy had control of their technology because she jacked it off of the very poorly trained troops. For all the gear and stuff they had, they're freaking terrible. If you're gonna touch, you control time and you don't know how
to use your wand
to get out of a fire. Oh, there's a fire. There's fire around me. What do I do? I guess I'll die. And how did I go to these other times? That was pretty all right. They were like dicks to all the scared people. Oh, they're just gonna die anyway.
I know.
Hey, don't say that. Jesus. Like, how do they go to all these times? I mean, is the intention just already just to erase it so they don't care? That's probably it, actually. Now that I think about it, I'm like, they're not. They stand out like sore thumbs everywhere they go. Like they don't pop in, and they don't bother having that technology or having any consideration. The only reason I could think is that every time they show up, their only intent is to destroy or reset that timeline.
Yeah.
But what if they're chasing Randy and Randy goes to the main timeline, the sacred timeline? It doesn't alter it at all. And it's not an apocalypse. Then.
That's true. Then it'll become committing murder.
I mean, they would stick. It wouldn't be like that deal, but there are some authorities. It's like feel like they couldn't just pop in and out, use their timey-wimey powers, and not notice at all.
Do you think there will be an alternate Avengers? Different timelines?
Of course.
Maybe a bad Avengers?
And yeah, there's so many of those. There's oh, I'm doing that, aren't I? There's I mean, of course, there's alternate versions of everyone, and infinite stories and stuff. It's interesting the paradigm this show and the take that MCU is taking,
Mhm.
um, M versus DCU. The DCU is like everything. Sorry, DCEU.
You see your side.
Anyone knows. Um, Whatever. They're just like everything. Everything's canon. It all makes sense. MCU is like this is what the timeline is, and this is why it is. Um, they're very clearly them going with the what ifs is them like, oh, this is like maybe something that can be real, but it's not. Like, they're sticking to their guns of what's canon and what's not.
Remember the TVA and on Flash, what's it called, the Flashpoint paradox?
I mean, that's why that kind of works. And, you just resets everything and screws it up.
He goes back trying to fix it, but he comes back and messes something else off, and he goes back.
I don't know, man. That's a slippery slope. Like
It was what's it called?
hard to
The first
recover.
Flash who did it, right? The bad Flash. He went back and he saves the mom instead of letting her die, type of thing. Spoilers.
Oh man,
Man.
what's that freaking Batman? The Batman who becomes the speedster. Did you ever hear that one? Or did you see that one?
Oh, yeah. I seen that guy. Kind of red.
Dude, that's why he straps him to the hood of his car. Damn, dude. Bad savage. I don't understand how. I don't know. I don't understand how Batman Who Laughs is like strong. He's what makes him special? Joker toxin. Joker is not special though.
It's him.
Really.
It's him studying Joker for a long time. It's just in it, it's just for having him for an enemy for so long. He's just got his character that his mannerisms and how the way he
Because all the other bats have no morals either.
come to think of it, yeah. Then you
It's
got
here to
the Batman and then the Nightwings. You got the Red Hood. He's like an anti-hero, right? Supposed to be another Deadpool.
Nightwing.
No, Red Hood.
Oh yeah. Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Then you have a Red Robin,
He's like
right?
he came into existence because he's like I'm the inevitable conclusion. Like you don't finish the job, I have to.
And he tried to, and he got his ass. That was sickening, man. Beaten by the crowbar.
No, that was before he was Red Hood. But I was reading Three Joker. I think it's Three Joker. I don't know. Oh, he gets captured again. And he gets the shit beat out of him.
Again?
Joker again. Yeah. It's pretty brutal. He's just there naked with his hood on. He's like, "Dude, look at me."
That's how.
All right, kiddies. I think that's gonna be all for our show. Um, let us know what you like. Let us know what your theories are, what you like about our theories, what you think is cool. You would date Loki.
It's pansexual. So bring your favorite skillet. And I'm not talking about the rock band either.
Oh, that's right.
Let us know what you think
All right.
about this format. If you just like us, just being more in depth and going plot to plot to time to time, or what's it called? What I'm trying to say here. Doing this, or you like us going step by step.
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
Yeah, spin them boards.
So we got stickers. If you guys want stickers, hit the hit the comments down below. Let us know if you want a sticker.
Yeah, show us those stickers. You don't have the stickers. All right. Well, we
I'll put it on.
post them up on the socials.
They're up there.
Yeah.
Follow
See
the
'em.
Instagram.
So you
The show title. Around the Marvel World Podcast. That's our Instagram. You'll find us.
is a zombie. I'm the Hitman. The Marvel World Podcast. We love you. Thanks for the subs.